Hello YouTubers, I'm confused again. Not about my life, but about Clutch 31. So, the pairing should be castani striped, maybe buff, head scaleless amelanistic, possible head caramel, but that did not prove out, so that makes it a bit easier. The female is an amelanistic, maybe an orange, but yeah, the buff is not super strong in those lines, but well, anyway. Head microscale castani, caramel striped. Well, the caramel we found out there's none in there, so that makes it a little bit easier, of course. So you would think, well, Joshua, you just have castani striped head scaleless amel to amel head microscale castani striped, basically. Well, yes, although the female, there's hypo in the line as well. I think there are some hypo babies, but yeah, they almost look ultra malish, but it cannot really be. So I think it is actually hypo. But because buff is also involved, yeah, that also changes the color. And I did not make that many castani combos in the past. So yeah, I don't have a ton of experience with that. So, I think the male proved out had hypo sort of by accident, which could be because hypo is not that strange of a morph. It's basically around everywhere. That would at least make it the most, the most logical. So some of the combinations, well, I labeled them as good as I can, of course, but some combinations, they might be either hypo or buff with something else mixed, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure on all of them. The good thing is, at least everything is minimum head castani amelanistic striped, and of course the microscaleless is also easy to identify. So yeah, most morphs are pretty easy, but some of them look really cool, but yeah, I don't know what makes that color, basically. So let's go have a look, and if you have any experience with castani combos, or you think you see something else than I see, then either leave a message below here just on YouTube, or send me a private message or WhatsApp or something. Well, maybe I can learn from that as well. So thanks for that, and let's go to the babies. So we start off easy with a female amelanistic, which of course is head castani and head striped. So if you want to make Mandarin striped, so Mandarin is a castani amelanistic. But then the next baby, show your head as well. Oh, I said show your head. Good boy. So yeah, first I thought I'll go to a bit of natural light as well. First I thought, like, could it be ultra male? But yeah, it's basically not possible genetically, because there's no ultra in the line. So yeah, I think it is just hypo, because yeah, it is too red for castani. It could be just a normal buff in theory, but I doubt it, because there's really a lack of black in there. But yeah, it's difficult to compare. There's no normals in the clutch, so yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult to compare. But anyway, that was a male. This is a female. I'll get some light on there as well, which looks a little bit more buffy to me, or hypo buff. So first I thought, could this be hypo buff? But then we have this male, which I labeled as hypo buff, question mark, because that is way more, towards the orange brown. But yeah, it's not castani, I think, at least, because castani as baby is way browner, darker towards anery. So, well, then we have some simpler ones, I think, at least. So a male amelanistic striped, because it's not Mandarin, so no castani in there. Could be a hypo as well, of course. It could be buff, but it's a little too dark, maybe for orange. Although, yeah, it is light. It's not dark red, but yeah, that can also just be the color of the line, basically. This is a female amelanistic striped. And then we have another question mark. And that's this boy, which maybe, probably is hypo striped. And yeah, I said before in previous videos, I do like hypo, so a hypo castani, which I probably hatched. But yeah, that does look way better to me than a normal castani. But anyway, then we have this. This is a male Mandarin. I'll also get some light on there. So yeah, a Mandarin as a baby almost looks a bit like snow, but you can see some yellow in the neck already. And yeah, it just has a more, a different glow than just the snow, of course. And since there's no anery in the line, we have a Mandarin male. We also have a Mandarin female, which could both be buff as well, of course, or maybe hypo, but yeah. Then we have this guy, which, well, this one is basically what started to make me yeah, doubt if hypo is in there. Yeah, it's a male, probably hypo castani. I am guessing. Buff could be involved or not. But yeah, this also has like the brown tints of castani, but then way lighter. So I'm guessing hypo castani. Then we have some striped versions as well. Go back. So this is female Mandarin striped. And of course these are all POS head scaleless or micro scale. Like 66% possible head. This is female number 2. A little bit more of a glow in the neck. But again, is it hypo? Is it buff? Am I just going crazy? That's definitely also an option. This is also a pretty one. A female, I think maybe hypo castani striped. So yeah, to me, it's obviously a striped. We can all agree on that, I guess. It has the brownish tints of castani. So I don't think it's a buff striped or hypo buff striped. But yeah, it could be hypo castani striped or hypo buff castani striped maybe. Well, and then the last 3 are the micro scaleless babies. It's just 3, but yeah, it's out of a head-to-head pairing. So they all still need to shed, I think. Yeah, he's definitely full of shed. So this is a male. Micro scaleless, I think amelanistic striped. I don't see castani in here. It's way too red, even before shed, of course. Hypo and buff could be, but yeah, that's difficult. So that's a male. There's also a female that basically is the same, I think, genetically at least. So also, yeah, it's too red for castani. So it's amelanistic, definitely. It's striped. So I'm thinking female, micro scaleless, amelanistic striped. Probably no buff. And the last one is a male. He is not on the list yet. Oh, well, let me get you a bit more clear in the frame. Because yeah, I want to wait until he sheds. I think this could be orange striped micro scaleless, sorry. Because it is way more orange than than the other 2 you just saw. So, but I will wait until the shed, and then either I will keep him if if he looks really cool, or if I think he's an orange, and otherwise he will be on the morph list. But at the moment he won't be on the morph list. These 2 will be. So yeah, if you like the coolest out of the projects, then yeah, these are for you. But yeah, even a female Mandarin stripe, possible head scaleless castani, or yeah, some of the strange hypo castanis or Mandarins. Yeah, they are just cool for breeding, but also by look. So yeah, if somebody wants to figure out what they are when they grow up, because probably in a couple of months it will be way more obvious, then well, these could be for you.